We are at it again. I want to talk to you guys very briefly today because something's been on my mind. Sometimes I have a lot of clients and things like I'm saying different things throughout the sessions, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I should do a live about that. But then I forget because I have so many clients, right? And then sometimes I write it down and I'm like, oh, I cannot forget this. So this is one of those times where I was like, oh my goodness, I wrote it down. I cannot forget it. If y'all are looking at my hair and you're saying, oh, Megan, you haven't twisted your hair, that is correct. I have not twisted my hair. However, Judgy Poo, it is because I have done a cholesterol treatment on it. So I'm trying to give it a rest and, I'm just massaging it and doing all kinds of different things to it, so forth and so on. So you don't worry about what I'm doing with my hair. You need to be worried about what you're doing with yours. Okay. Now, that's not what I came to talk about. Okay. Um, but I'm not even going to really yell today. Okay. We're going to have a nice little talk, a very, very brief talk. Thank you so much over here on my YouTube. The people that told me that I look gorgeous. I don't know what's wrong with you. Oh, here it is. Okay, Instagram. Somebody said you look great. Okay, we thank God for both of y'all. Okay. So anyway, so listen. Here is what I wanted to say to y'all on today. Okay. The reason why there are so many complications when it comes to forgiveness is because you think that uh, the forgiveness is, you've been convinced that forgiveness is some way for you to get your abundance and to get your blessing, right? Oh, thank you so much, Preferred Pumpkin. I sure do appreciate that. And so what happens is you think, oh, well, let me hurry up and forgive, because if I don't hurry up and forgive, then I'm not going to get this blessing. I'm not going to get my next man, or I'm not going to get my next relationship. I got to hurry up. I got to hurry up and forgive, right? So you've been tricked to think that forgiveness is something that you have to do in order to detach from or get rid of this person. And oh, I'm free, honey. I'm going back to the gym. I'm doing this. I'm doing that, right? But in reality, forgiveness is complicated and convoluted because you're just going through the motions of forgiveness, but you're not letting go. Not only are you just going through the motions of forgiveness and not letting go, you're going through the motions of forgiveness, not letting go, and hoping that karma comes and gets them. Wait, let me say it to you one more time. Let me circle back. Okay? What you're doing is you're going through the motions of forgiveness. This whole, outer shell, external, oh, I forgive, honey. I forgive. Okay. But you're not letting go. And you most certainly are not letting go with blessing. And so what you don't really understand and what you're not really able to recognize is that deeply rooted underneath this external stuff that you've got going on is what is the canker sore that is really holding you down. So what I mean by that is, if you think about the metaphysical aspects of creation, you create with thought first, that's one level. Then you create with words, that's one level. Then you create with action, that is yet another level. What happens in thought does actually start the creation process. Some of you are simply saying that you forgive. Some of you are actually acting in a forgiving way by walking away. But the thought, which is still deeply rooted and attached to that canker sore that you have not really healed, is still creating. It's still creating pain. It's still creating grief. It's still creating pus. It's still creating a funky smell. This is all literal, and some of it is not literal. So you need to understand that forgiveness in and of itself is not just a topical, oh yes, honey, I forgive and I forgave him, I forgave her, I forgave my mama, I forgave my daddy, so that you can get a blessing. If you are not at the place of healing where you are forgiving and blessing, then you're really not forgiving. You are simply trying to go through some kind of motion so that you can hurry up and get to where it is that you want to be. Is this making any sense to anyone out here? You are just going through the motions, but the universe and your creativity, your thought that is attached to this pain, knows the truth about whether you are really healed or not. You understand? So if you have not gotten to the place, now listen to me now. If you have not gotten to the place where you can forgive, let go, and send with blessings, then stop lying and saying that you've forgiven, because you haven't. It is much better for you, now listen to me now. It is much better for you to tell the truth. Where's my book? The title of the book is Stop Lying. It is much better for you to tell the truth about how you really feel so that you can go down deep into where the pain is and heal it and fix it for real and then move forward. If you are lying to yourself, the name of the book, what's the name of the book? The name of the book is Stop Lying. If you are lying to yourself, then it is much more complicated for you to find out what you're even mad about. There are so many times, and I'm sure that a lot of you can attest to this. There are so many times where you are upset, you're mad, you're irritated, your stomach is bothering you, you got headaches, you got this, you got that. All this stuff is going on, and you can't seem to figure out why. Well, I don't know what's going on with me. I've been drinking my water. I've been taking my boo-boo pills. I've been doing this. I've been doing that. Oh, somebody coming in here. Thank you, CW. Oh, CW Dean, former Seventh-day Adventist brother. Okay, love you too. Thank you so much. I've been doing all the different things that I'm supposed to be doing. Why is my stomach hurting? Why is my head hurting? Why is this going on with my body? Why am I so tense? Why am I so on edge? Why am I so quick to be, yelling and screaming and irritated and irritable? Well, a lot of times that's happening and you don't know why, because there is something deeply rooted, deep down, that you really have not healed. You just say you did because you don't want to deal with it anymore. And when you don't want to deal with stuff anymore, I've talked to you about this on several times, several occasions. The body will force normalcy, even if the normalcy is not good. It will force the normalcy because that is what it is familiar with. Okay? And so when it does that, even if you're trying to do something that is good for you, if the body says, well, this ain't normal, it will force you back into what it is that's normal for it as it pertains to familiarity. We talk about that in my book. Okay? So what I'm saying is, if you don't get down up in there, the body will just continue to just go on and on and on and on. And regardless of what it is that's deep down, the body will just say, oh, it's okay. It's just gas. Oh, it's okay. It's just a stomach ache. Oh, it's okay. It's just a headache. Oh, it's okay. It's just this. Oh, it's okay. It's just that. And what I'm telling you is it is not okay. It is not okay. And the reason why it is not okay is because it will not go anywhere until you fix it. It will not go anywhere until you fix it. Stop lying to yourself and stop saying that you have forgiven someone and or something when in fact you have not. It's okay to say, I'm still hurt from this situation. I'm still upset from this situation. I'm still irritated. Every time I look at my child, I get even more upset. Every time I think about these bills that I've been left with, I get more upset. Every time I think about these student loans, I get upset. Every time I think about whatever it is, every time I think about my mother, every time I think about church, every time I think about my father, every time, whatever it is, it's okay to say, I'm upset because at least we know where you are and with what you are dealing. If you keep saying, oh no, I'm fine. See, the worst thing you can do is call me, be one of my clients, and start off with, well, I'm really okay. Because the first thing I'm gonna say to you in response to that is, well, what you calling me for? You clearly not okay because you calling me. The first thing that you want to do is make for certain that you are telling your own self the truth. Don't judge yourself for not forgiving. It's not a big deal. You have to heal in order to forgive because forgiving means a complete and total release of any repercussions. It is a complete and utter release and a sending of a blessing when you let that situation and that person go. That is a very complicated place to get to. It is not just, oh, I forgive. It's not like that. It is real work. It's work on yourself, and it is also work on the forgiving of your. See, this is why. See, thank you so much, Prophecy. You Quinn for the badge. I should appreciate that. This is why it is important to forgive self first. And I'm going to end on this note, okay? The reason why you need to forgive yourself first is because it is 110% impossible to forgive someone else when you feel stupid about letting them in the first place. Ooh, let me say it to you again. It is impossible to forgive yourself if you have a bunch of regret and shame and guilt and disappointment all tacked on to this past situation and you blame yourself. How can you forgive someone else when you are constantly beating yourself up saying, oh, what an idiot. What an idiot. I can't believe I did that. God, I'm so stupid. Damn. I cannot believe that I let this one slip in. I cannot believe that I'm ended up in this situation. I cannot believe that I'm in my 40s and I'm not married. I cannot believe that I'm in my 50s and I still don't have a career. I cannot believe if you are there, you cannot forgive anyone else because you have no idea what forgiveness really is. If you could simply forgive yourself first, your life would be a lot better. Just on GP. Just on GP. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about forgive yourself like every day for some just regular shit. Like just like forgive yourself for not putting a mask on your face the day you're supposed to put a mask on. Forgive yourself for uh not drinking 8 cups of water. You're supposed to drink 8 or whatever. Forgive yourself for the thoughts that you've had about yourself, the negative, nasty commentary that you've had about yourself every time you're not 100% perfect. Forgive yourself for having a thought about spanking the skin off your children or something like that. There is a lot of things throughout your day, a lot of things that go on throughout your day that you need to be forgiving you for. Can I get a hand clap? Can I get something? Are you listening to what I'm telling you? You need to get into the practice of forgiveness and forgiving. You need to get in the practice. Then you can afford that to someone or something else. It is imperative that you begin to say what it really is. You need to stop lying to yourself first and go ahead and be honest with what it is that's going on. There's nothing wrong with you being honest about whatever it is that's going on. It's okay. If you're upset, say you're upset. If you still angry, say you're angry. Don't say, well, it's been 15 years. I need to have been got over it by now. But you ain't over it yet. So who is you lying to? I don't care if it's been 55 years. If you are still upset, then you still upset. You don't make it any better by saying what you should do and what you shouldn't do, and how long it should take for you to heal, and how long it should take for you to get this done, and how long it should take for you to find you another man, and how long it should take for you to begin to feel good about your family, and how long. I mean, come on. Come on. If you're upset, you're upset. Be upset so then you can deal with the upsetness and know exactly what's going on instead of going over here, going over there, saying it's this, saying it's that. Oh, I'm not upset. I'm just irritated. Oh, I'm not upset. I just got PMS. Oh, I'm not upset. I just got gas. No, but you're upset. You're upset. Okay? All right. So that's what I wanted to say to everybody. Of course, if you have not gotten my book, go ahead and order it. Stop Lying Book, stoplyingbook.com. Putting together some things. I can't say what they are because the people, Danny and Amanda, they be getting upset when I be talking. Okay. I can't say anything, but trust me, we're working on some things because I want you people to really get this stuff fixed once and for all. You understand? Once and for all. Okay. So I love you very much. God bless you real good now. God bless you real good. Okay. And that means be a blessing to yourself. I think I said I was going to talk about that yesterday. Well, let's just start with the forgiving part. Okay. Because I did say that in my Petty Tuesday yesterday. Didn't I say I was going to talk about that? But anyways, we'll just start with the forgiving. Okay. We'll start with that. And then I'll move on to the rest of the series of you blessing yourself. Okay, we'll work on some kind of series. Okay, all right. Now tomorrow is the call-in show. Okay, tomorrow is the call-in show. What time is the show tomorrow? Tomorrow, which is Thursday, the call-in show is at what time? 8 p.m. Eastern Standard or Eastern Daylight Saving, whatever it is. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. That's 7 p.m. for the Centrals. That's 5 p.m. for the Pacifics. Okay, I don't know what time it is in Hawaii and all the rest of these people. Okay, I think it's about 6 hours forward for the people in the Europes. Okay, all right. What time is the show? 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, I want you people to be there. We talk about a lot of things. We talk about a range of things. Okay, I want you guys to be there. You can call in, talk to me about anything. Now, I tell you people, do not, please, don't come on there cussing. Don't come on there saying the C word and the P word and the F word. Last week, a lady came on there. She said the C word, the P word, and the F word all in one call. I said, what in the world is going on? Why can't you keep your mouth together? Yeah, we a lot of us have come to the conclusion that she may have been on a little something, doing a little, She was doing a little something. You know what I mean? It was we come to the conclusion maybe she was on a little something. But the lady was just dropping all the bombs. I was like, oh, she must be working for the other side trying to get my show canceled. Because she up there just beep, 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 beep. I said, well, damn. What the hell is going on? Did I offend you or something? You called on here, told me that you love me, and then you just come on here trying to get my show canceled. What's really good, boy? I mean to tell you, did y'all see her last week? Did y'all watch the show last week? Oh God, she was on there just in my and beep, and she said the beep, the beep. Oh Lord, I should have known. I should have known. So, anyways, love y'all so much. Yes, mind your manners, okay? Okay, you know, soon we'll be together where we can just cuss and say whatever we want to say and play all the kind of music we want to play and all this other kind of stuff. But right at this time, we're not gonna be able to do that right at this very moment. But that's okay. That's all right. Okay, we're not upset about it. We're just getting things together. Somebody touch your neighbor and say getting things together. Touch your other neighbor and say, baby, I'm getting things together. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're so grateful to God for always being blessed and highly favored. Okay, all right, okay. Now, did somebody cussing on here? I bet you better get off this thing because y'all finna make me upset. I already know. Okay, love you. Bye. I had to get off Instagram first.